which language do I keep silent? I know that if a number is raised to the first power, the exponent 1 is usually not written. I know that the absolute value of a number is that number without its sign. Without a sign, there's no way to tell who I am. Today, I will not give any indication. I know that the angular velocity of your movement is too beautiful to name, and I've come to recognize you as a dancer in lines of my own poetry. It's a funny thing how books can be read upside down, and maps get us most lost. I know this from experience. Lately, I find myself looking at maps, measuring the distance between cities. 1 inch equals 25 miles. 1/25th of 1 inch equals 1 mile. Small towns are represented as dots. I question the mathematics of it all. My whole numbers have become fractions on a November calendar. I've learned to count parts of a square. I know what it's like to have nothing but time. The night I first saw you dance, I followed the softness of your steps across the floor, across the studio, every spin taken into consideration, every jump. I know the shortest distance between us is a straight line. I want to leap with you, but not tonight, because when I divide the time of day into the time I've known you, multiplied by the number of times you've crossed my mind lately, the answer is way too early to tell what I'm feeling. I know the wrong answer is not always wrong. Do you know how to tango? Would you teach me to ride music in wide open space? Would you teach me to dance to the unexplained, deliberate, as the unexplored dances to the patterns of treasure maps? Would you teach me to close my eyes when I kiss? I know that the coefficient of a to the second power is 1. I know what it feels like to be alone in a room too many nights in a row. I know how to fly without wings. If you were a jet airplane traveling at 7.5 kilometers while gaining altitude at a constant rate, if you traveled between points 5.8 kilometers apart, what is the gain in altitude? I would figure it out and meet you at the vertex. I know the Pythagorean theorem. I know that some mornings my dreams lie to me to make me feel better. I laugh, trying to figure out the ones I now have. I'm not saying I dream about you. I'm saying you're in my dreams, and most often I wake up falling. I know the distance I fall equals 1/2 times the acceleration times the time squared it takes me to fall. According to maps, my silence is 1 mile away from you in either direction. I know that speed equals distance divided by the time I sit here and wait. I know exactly how long it should take if I were to measure your gaze in either of the 2 languages I now speak. I light myself another cigarette. I don't say a thing. I ponder the velocity of silence.